So the next hour now is going to be about the moon landings.
Okay, let's look up the evidence for the moon landing.
We still got 4 minutes, so it doesn't matter. But we can go straight on to moon landings if you really want to.
Sure.
Well,
Why
it'll
not?
probably take a bit to find the evidence. I'll find 10. I'll find 10 pieces of evidences for the moon landing.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
if you did do
Good
it, you wouldn't
luck.
find anything to the contrary, would you, Luca? No?
No, I suppose not. But I'll probably use sites as well, maybe. To
I just
Okay,
want to know why
I've got the new topic. Got the new topic polls up. We got Trinity, end time science, and God exists.
Oh yeah, there was one thing that was about the moon landing that I wanted to talk to you about anyway.
Okay, let's move on to moon landings.
I just want to know why they use gold tinfoil instead of just normal silver. Does the
I
color
was watching
Because
another.
it's more expensive, and because they had to justify the amount of money they're taking.
see,
Yeah.
see. Go ahead.
I was watching another debate.
So it was real gold, huh? Is that what it was?
I was watching another debate about the moon landing, and the topic of the retroreflectors came up.
Ah, what's up, Self? Good to see you.
Hey, magical mother.
What's that?
He's frozen. Oh, no, there it is.
Hey,
Hey,
Sob.
what's up, man?
I don't know.
Good to see you, bro.
So what is your thought about the reflectors on the moon, Self? Roger?
There's nothing on the moon. The moon is not a place. Nobody goes
Agreed.
there. There's no reflectors on it. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Even if you work out 238,000 miles of attenuation of even a laser, and then the continued attenuation of that as it reflects back, it's like, that's just dumb.
Yeah. Didn't they allegedly reflect from the moon anyway without the reflector? Didn't they?
Yes,
Bounce back
by the
there?
Russians.
So anyway, so yeah, bull. It's all bull.
Has anybody thought about
1951, dude.
pointing the thing pointed away from the moon in a different area and see what happens? Do you get the same bounce back? That's very possible
No.
too. How do you know?
Different material.
Well, how do you know? How do you know? Have you ever tried bouncing a laser off not the moon, just a blank part of the sky?
Have you ever tried bouncing
Don't
a
answer
laser
my
off of a
question with a
mirror?
question, Luca. Don't answer my question with a question. Have you ever or known of anyone that has ever tried to bounce the signal off of an empty area of the sky?
I don't know if anybody's attempted that though.
That's the thing.
The ionosphere, the radio waves.
What?
Yeah, but he's asking, when they pointed at the moon or the sun and say, hey, you see, we get them back. Has anybody attempted just to point it at nothing?
Empty space.
Like slightly right of the moon, or left of the moon, or above the moon, or below the moon.
Or completely 180 from it with no sun.
Yeah, or 180. Yeah.
Just pick a dark spot in the sky. I'll bet you'll get the same result.
Well, you hit a black hole, Sob. You hit a black hole, wouldn't you?
I bet you won't. But here's something interesting. It'll bounce like a laser off of a mirror, and you see it reflects really well. But if you bounce a laser off of like a sofa or cotton or whatever, you see that it still bounces back, but it bounces back with way less. It doesn't bounce back as reflectively as the mirror does. That's what the reflectors are.
Could it be that it's bouncing back off the firmament?
Not really, because the height wouldn't match.
How do you know the height?
Like how long it takes to get there and back. That definitely is all wrong. If it's bouncing off the firmament.
They really have to really, really look to see if they got anything back. The signal is so
only which is like what? There's not even a solid consensus on how high up it is. So I'm gonna have to give the assumption of the median of
What if we say
about
that an
4,000.
alien radiation belts are actually just the firmament? What are you going to say then?
That they're not solid.
How do you know what they are?
Maybe they
How do
can't
you
get
even know
through
that
it.
they're there? You're just going by shit that you've told. Do you know what? This is something, everybody do this. Take a piece of paper, draw a line straight down the middle of it. And on the left-hand side, write down things that you actually know. And on the right-hand side, write down all the things that you've been told that you know by being told it. And you'll find out that you don't really know shit. About 90% of everything that we know is just because someone said so.
Well, but what about when people looked at the moon before 1969? There was no reflectors there. Oh my
How do you
goodness!
know? Show me the
some-
reflectors. Show
So
me the
somehow,
reflectors. Hold on, listen to me, Luca. Show me a photograph taken from Earth of those reflectors to exemplify your point. Can you do that? Can you show me? Have they taken a telescope and zoomed in on the reflectors on the moon from a terrestrial standpoint? Because without that, it's just you saying that. It's just somebody saying that.
All right.
Hell, they can't even give us a credible photograph of the landing site, for crying out loud. But then they're going to tell me they're looking at
they did.
Horsehead nebulas trillions
Not
of light
credible.
years away. Get the fuck
Not credible, Luca. He said credible photo of the
I mean,
land.
from
right?
the naked eye, obviously, you wouldn't see the
No,
reflect.
even
He
with
said a credible photo. None of them are credible.
I mean, if you can zoom in
fact,
on a
I don't
crater, you
know.
should be able to take your telescope and zoom in on a fucking lunar lander site.
I don't even think you can see them with a telescope, really.
Why? Why? Ain't they looking at shit that's
Too
like
far
trillions
away.
of miles away and everything? What, that thing's only less than 250,000 miles away.
It's way
What's
too
the
far
problem?
away.
What's the problem?
The panel width is said to be about like what 0.8 meters wide, like
Yeah.
each the panel. So that's way too. The distance to the moon is 384,000 kilometers away.
Uh-huh.
The the angular size on the sky would be about so low. The
Well, then somebody's bullshitting us then, Luca, because if they can zoom in on all this other shit, trillions of miles away and everything, and you're telling me they can't even show the lunar lander site where the tracks from the buggies and shit like that they left up there? Where is all that? There's no wind to disturb it. It should still be there, right? And you got what, 3-4 different places to pick to look at. You should be able to see that shit.
yeah, but
So either they're lying,
observatories,
either somebody's bullshitting somewhere because they're telling us in one breath that they can see magnificently far with a telescope, and they're telling me we're limited,
microbial life in other planets, but they can't see on the moon.
Right? Yeah.
Look,
Come on, bro.
the Australian one, they fire like laser pulses through like wide 1 to 4, I think, meter telescopes, like wide. The beam then arrives on the moon about that length, about 4 kilometers wide, because it takes a while. It does travel a while.
Wait a second. Are you trying to say that the telescope that they shoot the laser through actually diminishes the attenuation? No, it wouldn't. It would increase it.
No, but only a few, like bazillion, trillion, whatever photons. So small, so many photons.
No,
but
no,
only a
no,
couple of them
no.
happen
A
to hit
laser over a
and
course
they
of
bounce back.
a laser over a course of 50 yards will go from a pinpoint to the size of a nickel. Okay? They're not going to decrease that
Yeah, but the
attenuation.
photons are. We have billions of
Photon.
photons.
Show me a photon. Show me a goddamn photon. What is a photon? Is it a physical thing? Is it
It's
have
like
weight?
a
Does
light.
it have mass? What is
A
it?
photon is
A
like a
theoretical light particle. It's a
yeah, it's a light.
theoretical light. It's
No, it's
theoretical.
not theoretical.
Yes,
No,
it is theoretical.
real.
Just a concept.
No, it's not. Show
We
me
know
one.
that light exists.
Well, yes, light
does
exists,
exist.
but is it?
So obviously
show me
photons
one of these. Show me
Hold
one
on.
of these photons. Isolate one.
Photons are the
You're saying
result of
light exists, so photons exist.
Yes.
Prove that. Light does exist, but you can't prove a photon.
Photons are light.
How says who?
Photons are like what happens when you zoom in on a
Prove
light
by
particle.
who? Prove
No,
by
that's pixelation.
No.
Show me a
I-
photon. I'm for real,
didn't-
man. How many
like,
photons in a flashlight beam?
I didn't prepare for this because I didn't realize that this was an option you guys would take.
Well, hey,
This was a path
you're the one
to go
saying that there's
down,
little
so I
lights.
didn't
That
prepare
light.
for it.
You're the one saying light is made up of little particles. Okay, that little individual particles called photons.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that? When have you ever observed that? When have you ever observed a particle of light?
Oh dear.
You haven't.
Yeah.
Well,
How do you
technically,
calculate
I do
the
observe
number of photons? How do you
tons and
calculate the
tons
number
of
of
particles of
photons in
light
a
every
light beam?
day.
How do you calculate the number of photons that are in a light beam? How many photons are there per square inch of a standard beam of light?
Well,
Listen,
I don't
wait,
know.
before you do answer that, Roger Ledwell
Look
says,
up
in a minute,
this.
17 months, he says, welcome to Narnia. You rock,
Right.
Roger. Thank you, man.
Right?
I
We're
guess
told a
I
lot of
can.
that shit, and like we use particles to describe gas behavior, but can you really define or isolate a particle of gas?
Well,
It's just something we use to
Probably.
describe something with. It's not, I mean, photons, for them to be individual little particles of something would indicate that they must have some kind of mass. Does light have mass?
light is energy. I don't know if
Does it
light
have mass?
mass. It might.
Light is massless, apparently.
I think light.
The only reason
I
light can go,
can't say for
only
sure.
reason the light can go at the speed of light is because it's massless.
Yeah, can you break a piece of light off? Light.
Take a photon and mix it with a little jar of dark energy. See what happens.
The torch creates photons. It doesn't it doesn't contain photons. It creates them
So what
How does
happens
it
to
what does it create them
when you
from?
turn it on.
what happens
What
to
does
the
it
photons
create
when the light goes then?
What's the
When you-
mechanics of turning energy into a photon? How does that work?
When you turn on the torch, it creates a continuous flow of them.
So where do they go?
It creates them like a continuous flow through the LED, yeah, LED and the thing. It's about in lumens. I guess a standard one would be about.
So what about
What, 200?
bioluminescence? Is that photons? There's different types of light, isn't there? So are they all photons?
A lumen. What do you think is like a lumens?
I'm just
Photons.
asking, are they all photons? All types of light, bioluminescence, fluorescence, whatever?
I think so. Every light contains photon. They're particles of light.
Particles. That means you can break light up into parts then.
Well, I suppose so. Yeah. Lumens aren't lumens aren't photons.
That's what I'm asking you. I'm just wondering if you
Lumens?
think the same.
What is lumens actually?
Lumens are just a measure of how bright
Yeah, it's a
something is.
unit measure. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lumens are just how
Oh,
bright
you're
something
on mute,
is.
so you're on mute.
If I was to shine some light into a box and then close the box and trap those particles, those photons inside that box, if I open it up in a dark room, is it going to illuminate the room? And why did they go away?
If you
Where did they
if
go?
you
Exactly. Where did they go?
Where did they go when I shut the box?
when you shut the box, it cuts off the light source.
Yeah, but I've already put
So
light in there. There's particles. You just said there's particles.
the
I've already
lumens
put photons in the box, so they're already trapped in the box. I leave that thing going until long after even I close the box. I go ahead and I close the box. Now I've got that light trapped inside that box, right? The photons are trapped inside there. We didn't see them come out the other side.
they as soon as you close the box lid, it would cut off the light source. So
Well, yeah, but there was already particles. They had reached that destination. Why did they go? Where did they go when I shut the box?
they would have immediately diminished.
Diminished into what? Energy can't be destroyed.
Right.
It can only be created or transferred. So how it has to become something. So if I shine the light into the box and I've got those photons, they're all in there. They're trapped in there. They're bouncing off the back of the thing even, right? Reflecting back. And so then while the light's on, I go ahead and I close the box. Now, theoretically, I should have trapped those photons inside that box. And theoretically, I could take that box of photons somewhere and open it and release them into a dark room.
The light would escape in, you'd have a matter of milliseconds to close the lid before the light escapes.
I leave the light going while I'm doing it. There's a continuous flow of photons going into the box as I close it.
Still, again, the light would escape. You'd have I guess theoretically, maybe with the right equipment, it might be possible to trap light in a box for a few milliseconds.
How would you do that? Freeze it?
For a few microseconds.
It sounds like a fish story to me, bro.
What temperature does light freeze?
What?
It's massless, so it can't freeze.
Oh, there we go. So we're into that again.
Hey guys. Hey Luca, let me just help out Sav here, show him what's going on. The light gets absorbed by the container.
Absorbed.
Yes,
so will it start? Okay, so wait a second. So then why doesn't it swell up or anything and store into there? It has to be going somewhere. If it's being absorbed, hold on. If it's being absorbed, that means it has to be somewhere.
Yes,
right?
It's absorbed.
Okay, so where is it?
Heat.
Where is it then?
Heat.
I don't need to have heat.
Well, I don't need to have heat. That's your response.
I can shine light that has no heat.
No.
Yes.
Light has energy, and it can be either. Yeah, it can be either
There's
converted.
cold light. There's cold light, and there's warm light.
There's no such thing as cold light.
Yes, there is. There is. You can get a thing. You can be able to get them all the time. A cool fluorescent bulb. That's
The color.
You can leave it on all day long, and you won't register any heat off of it at all.
Do you know a cool fluorescent bulb is the color, not the actual heat?
No, it's actually cool. How come you can?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I used to have them in our rec room in Michigan.
All light produces energy from the photons. Luca's 100%.
The thing is, even cold light has temperature. It's just less than.
It's got energy. Slats is right. Sav doesn't understand it, but it's okay. It's
hard.
hard.
Don't understand it. Wesley, you're like 12 years old. Shut the fuck up. When you graduate elementary school,
Flatsoid just corrected you. Flatsoid just corrected you, and you're saying that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Dude, what's it absorbing into?
Flatsoid, go ahead and tell him.
Where's it absorbing into? And why is there no temperature registered? There's no temperature of the light in my ceiling registering off my fucking wall. There's nothing radiating back off of it. So where did the energy go?
Do you know that you turn off your lights in order to keep the room cooler, right?
No, you don't have to do that at all.
Yes, light
No,
produces
you don't.
energy.
No. Why would a light bulb in the ceiling make the room down here where I'm standing?
I'll go back to what
hot?
Flatsoid was very honest with you and said a very
Which way
truth.
does the heat rise? Does heat rise or
Why do
does
you
it?
keep deflecting? Why do you
I'm
keep
not
deflecting?
deflecting.
Yeah,
You're the one that
Flatsoid
said
just
that it stores into something. It's not
you're
storing
showing
into
you're
my
showing
wall.
you're showing
How
your
come when I shut the light off, I don't have any energy coming out of the wall? How come I don't feel? How come there's no registered energy in the wall?
if you cool the air down, you will.
What? Cool the air down? I don't have to do anything. It's just a simple matter of turning the light on or off. It doesn't matter. It's not producing any heat on my wall.
It is.
No, it's not.
Flatsoid just corrected you, and you're unwilling to listen to him.
Dude, you keep jumping onto. I'm talking to you.
Well,
Understand that?
your own. Everybody else here.
If the temperature of my wall doesn't decrease or increase, whether the light is on or off in the house, and it has nothing to do with the temperature of the walls, not a bit. Especially if I'm using a fluorescent light. It doesn't have anything. There's no registered temperature change in there. In fact, if it was absorbing, it wouldn't reflect and I wouldn't see it. You understand? Your only reason you're seeing something is because it's reflecting a spectrum of light back to you.
What is it reflecting? All spectrum of light back to you?
No, only a specific one.
Where's the other spectrum going, Sav?
It's being absorbed, I guess.
Oh, good job!
But where is it going?
It's being absorbed.
Okay, into what? Into what? Transferred into what?
Heat.
Into heat. Then why does no heat register off the wall?
Because you're not measuring it. Sav, you're the only one here that doesn't understand that
light. I do understand. You're the only one that come up here with your stupid big fucking milk jug head trying to run your fucking
when you
mouth.
Can't hang logically, you have to go.
I am thinking logically. So
everybody here knows that
if it's absorbed. Hey, dickhead! If it's absorbed, how do I draw the energy back out of the wall?
Cool down the room, and it will provide heat.
I cool down the room. How do I cool down the room?
You could take the heat out of the room through AC units.
Oh, so we are dealing with a whole nother type of energy now, right?
Yeah, convection and radiation.
Okay, so why can't I just directly get the heat out of the wall? Why can't I tap into it?
Because it's so minuscule, there would be no efficiency.
So minuscule that it doesn't exist.
Says Sav, who doesn't understand
so
that.
Minuscule
well,
that
the question should be: is it measurable?
Yeah, if you have a very right, you can. I put this black shirt on.
You just gotta trust me, bro. Is all you have on it.
When I go out in the sun, if I wear a white T-shirt versus a black T-shirt, which one gets hotter, Sav?
The black.
Well, the black one's going to get hotter.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why?
Conductivity.
Wait, what'd you say? Flats, I didn't hear you.
The conductivity is more.
Well, it absorbs more light, so it transfers into heat. Sav, there you go. Debunked.
But wait a second. If I stand with a black shirt under a fluorescent light, am I going to get hot?
You will hot. Huh? You will get warmer.
No, I won't.
Why not?
No, I won't because you just don't. You don't. Have you never been under fluorescent light? Where did you go to school?
You don't have the proper measuring tools to measure that
what
amount.
What are the proper measuring tools, Wesley?
Show
me someone measuring this.
No,
not what you can make up in your head. I want reality here. I want reality.
How much lumens does the sun
put out? No, don't answer my question with a question. That's what you always do. That's what you always do. No. Stay on topic with what I just asked.
Okay.
Can you tell me what kind of instrument would be used to measure such a thing? And can you show me someone measuring it?
A high precision thermocouple.
Okay, a high precision. Show me someone using with a high precision thermocouple showing heat from fluorescent light coming down on a black fucking shirt.
Okay.
Or a black surface.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't have it right now.
Well, you don't have it at all.
Well,
you don't have it at all, Wesley. You don't have it at all.
Everybody else understands that light produces
energy.
No,
everyone else. You always make these blanket statements.
Me.
You just make these blanket statements, Wesley.
Oh, like you. Light photons don't exist.
What
I
is
didn't say
energy, though?
photons. I said I've never seen a photon. I'm asking questions about
Oh
these
my
photons.
gosh, dude. Ooh.
How do you?
Well,
Where do you? How do you measure a photon?
Lumens.
Okay,
One
lumens.
light.
That's just the amount of brightness,
No, it's the amount of light. You idiot.
which is the amount of brightness.
Okay. Yes, that's
Okay.
how you measure it.
All right. So how do you get one photon? How much is one photon?
So a lumen is 4 times 10 to the 15th lumens, or photons approximately.
Photon. Okay. So how many is that? Just in one
You don't.
lumen.
I just
How
told
much
you.
is
If you
one-
can't understand
all I
it,
asked you was how much is one lumen. I didn't ask you how
I
much.
just told you.
No,
you
you
can't
told
understand what I'm saying.
No, I'm sorry, how much is one photon? You just
No,
told
that's
me
not
how
what you
much a
said.
lumen is. You just told me how much a lumen is. How much is one photon? And how can one get just one photon?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
The thing is, does the light itself warm things up, or is it the energy that's coming off the light that
No,
warms
it's
up?
no. You're right, Flats. It's the photon that when it hits your whatever you're wearing or the wall, if it doesn't reflect
But
as
what
light,
is it?
it gets
What is it
absorbed
that's
as-
hitting? What is
Holy
it?
cow, dude! This guy can't control himself.
No, for real. What is it?
What is
'Cause
what?
it's not a physical. It's not
What
a
is-
physical thing.
What is what,
It's not.
Saab? Go ahead.
So a photon
Right.
is not a physical thing at all.
It is.
It is. It's physical, so then it must have mass.
No.
Well,
Sorry,
how
I
can
don't
it
know
be
what you mean by
physical?
physical. It's a massless particle. It is a particle.
Okay, so how can you have a massless particle? By
That's
very
just
definition, that's an oxymoron.
axiomatic. Your favorite
No,
word,
it's not.
axiomatic.
Oxymoron. Oxymoron.
You can
Wesley.
measure it. E equals MC squared.
Wesley, oxymoron. You can't
Let's
have. You
hear the
cannot have.
oxymoron. Go ahead.
Okay, you have a particle which is mass, but it's massless.
Nope.
That does not make any sense. None whatsoever.
I know you have a
So
hard
in
time.
one breath you're claiming it has physicality, and in the next breath and in the same word that you've made up here, then the same
made
one.
that up?
Well, I guess so.
You've never heard this before?
Contradictory to itself.
You've
It's
never heard this before?
No, it's
You've never heard this
contradictory to
before?
itself. How do you have
Well,
a
when you
particle
drop out of
without
school
How do
and
you have
believe
a particle
conspiracy
without
theories,
mass? How do you have a particle without mass, Wesley?
a photon.
How do you have that though? How does it have any? It has physicality.
That's the way God made it. I don't know.
Wait a second.
Why does the sun?
A photon has physicality.
It is a particle. It does
Does
not
it
have mass.
that it has physicality?
Yes, there are properties to it, Sav. Yes.
Okay, so it has physicality. If it has physicality, that means it must have mass.
Nope.
Well, then it
That's a
can't be a
false
particle. Then.
dichotomy. That's
It
a
can't
false
be a
dichotomy.
particle then.
Oh, okay,
No, it's not. You're using an
I got a question
oxymoron.
for you guys. I got a question for you. Take a mirror box, right, and you put a laser in it. Turn that laser off, close your mirror box, right? Or you could actually shoot it into the mirror box. What happens to that light? Does it continually bounce off all the mirrors forever to infinity? Or does it attenuate inside the box?
You're right. Why does it attenuate, Roger? You're correct.
It dissipates into the atmosphere is what it does. Eventually.
No.
Yeah, it does. There's no way to absorb it into glass.
You're right.
The atmosphere also actually absorbs the energy. Everything absorbs the energy.
That's why we have blue.
Because it's based on
sky looks
vibration.
blue.
It's
That's
based
why the
on
sky looks
vibration.
blue. Yeah.
So when I shine a flashlight out into a dark field, right?
Yep.
And I'm not shining it at anything. I'm not shining. It only has a certain distance that light will travel.
You're shining it at the atmosphere.
I'm just shining it straight off, not trying to illuminate nothing. I'm just
Into the
off
sky.
into the dark.
Yep.
Okay, right. All right. So what happens to it? Where is it going?
Keith just answered it. Did you not understand?
I ask you, Wesley. I wasn't listening.
You didn't understand. Oh, you weren't listening. Okay.
No, I
Listen very carefully. I'll repeat.
Okay, I'm going to listen very carefully at
Yeah,
how something can be physical and not physical at the same time. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to repeat what Flat said, so just listen because he was right. It gets absorbed by the atmosphere, the molecules in the atmosphere.
Then why does it lose its luminosity?
Did you hear what I just said, or you don't understand it?
But energy can't be created or destroyed, so it's being transformed into something. What do you
think it is? What do you think it is?
What is it being transformed into?
What do you think, Sav? We've talked about it already.
I'm not
I know
down
you
for
don't.
your answer. I'm not down for your answer on it. I'm comfortable to say
I know. It's another nuh.
So
Keith knows. Keith knows. He's smart enough to get it.
Okay, then go ahead and answer my question. As it dissipates into the atmos, okay, what is it transferred into? Is there an area of atmos that is now more energetic?
Yeah,
And
you got it. You got it.
You mean when the light is even not there no more, right?
You got it.
Okay.
It's been absorbed.
And can you measure this energy in the darkness? You can measure the energy in the darkness. Right?
In a confined experiment, you can.
I'm talking about if I shined out
No,
into
you can't.
into a field.
We don't have precise enough instruments to measure that, depending on how
Well,
bright.
it's got to be going somewhere.
Keith just told you, and then I just told
I
you.
know, but still, what happened to the luminosity of it? Why does there not like a glowing dissipation or something?
For the third time, for those in the back row that aren't listening, it gets absorbed as heat by the things in the atmosphere. Just like Keith said. He nailed it.
The tropic law.
Heat 100 yards away. Heat 100 yards away from a flashlight. You're fucking retarded.
Oh, you call him flash retarded too, huh?
No, I'm calling you retarded. There's no heat
he had the
100
same
yards
answer as
away
me.
from a. Just because it's theoretical.
Hey,
you just
Flats,
admitted that there's no way to measure it. You just admitted that, Wesley.
Flats, you might just want to move on to space because he's not getting it. But thanks, guys.
You want to move on to space because I got you painted in a fucking corner, you little asshole. That's why you want to move on.
Name calling because you can't keep
I
up with
think at the end of the day, no one really knows what light is. We have a model for light. We have a model for light to describe things, but I wouldn't say anybody really knows what light is.
Thank you.
Most of the scientific community does know what light is.
They don't. They pretend that they know, Wesley. That's why they tell you stupid shit about particles and shit.
Solve on your piece of paper. Go ahead and write those, what you don't know and what you've been taught, okay? Because
that's one of those that you need to put on what you've been told because you ain't never seen a motherfucking photon.
He's got it. He's got a name call when he can't hang.
Right? Have you ever seen one?
By the way, Wesley, the topic is the moon landing, by the way.
Yep, that's what I tried to get to move on to, but Sav can't get off of his misunderstanding.
Yeah, you want me to get away from that because I backed you into a corner again, Wesley.
Oh, man.
I figure you'd learn your fucking lesson by now. You'd figure you'd learn your lesson by now.
I'm glad you learned what a perpendicular line is. That's an improvement for a carpenter.
Are you shitting me? On your globe, there's no such thing. On your globe, there's no such thing there, Dark Quad. There's none.
Dark Quad, a good one, Sav. Real good.
Yeah, Dark Quad.
Did he leave?
Yeah. See, the point I'm trying to make is, yes, we have a model for light.
Can't be asked with him.
Okay. We have a model for light. Yes. And I understand the model for light, but that doesn't mean it's reality. It's just a description of how it works. It's the same as when they say, okay, gravity. Yes, they're explaining things falling down. But does that make gravity real? No, it doesn't. It just means they have a description of why things fall. It's the same with light.
I think it's crazy to think they know what light is for sure. I think that's crazy.
No, they don't know what
No, of course they don't.
I think the only person that does is God, sir. He's the one that put it in existence.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
He did say, let there be light.
Yeah.
There you go.
Be light.
Where's Luke at? He was sharpening up earlier.
He's busy building his LM.
Oh, nice.
But
You're getting the 10 pieces of evidence, Luca.
He's engaged. He's engaged to Chat GPT now.
Somebody proposed to it not too long ago. Somebody else in the group.
I'm gonna do a MacToon. I'm gonna build a rocket.
Nice Legos, huh? Yeah. I want a Falcon Heavy Flats. Build us one. I want to go to Mars.
All you need is a paper towel tube. Yeah. One of them little paper cones from a slushie. little bit of construction paste. You can put some fins on there too. If you can get your mom to let you use the scissors, you can cut some little triangles and glue them on the side for little fins. There you go. You got it. You know, and it doesn't take up your whole day trying to build it either. It's just you can do it in about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And you can take it outside, set it on fire just like a real Falcon Heavy.
Derp, 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 derp.
So Luca, why do you believe the moon landings were real?
Because we have soil and
We have
lunar
soil here
rocks
on Earth. You do know that.
Uh-huh.
and
And you do
lunar
know
rocks as
they
well.
claim. You do know they claim to have regolith on Earth because they claimed. Do you know the theory of Thea?
The theory of fear.
Yeah,
the
they
collision.
claim. How do you think the moon came to be?
That hit us.
So parts of the moon is on Earth.
Obviously, yeah.
So
That's
they
what
can
you
get moon rocks on Earth, and they can get the regolith on Earth.
Sounds like a lot of Earth to me.
The crew came back with moon rocks, though.
Yeah, well, they went to Canada. I mean, come on.
No, they didn't. They went to the moon and came back
Oh wait, they
with
went to Greenland.
moon rocks.
Oh no, wait, no, maybe they didn't go to Greenland. Maybe they went to
That's Mars.
Alaska.
Nah, they went to the moon and came back with moon rocks.
People still believe in the moon landing, really? Wow.
I think it was Devon Island was one of the things that
Even
they said.
Globers nowadays, after the what's his name, the Bezos thing.
But the signatures were different.
Hold on, yo, with Kate Perry and all that, even the Globers are starting to see the moon landing without a boat.
Mhm.
Nah, the explosive signatures were different.
The inscription signature? What are you talking about?
Exposure signature.
Exposure to what?
Well, it's consistent with the low gravity that
What
would
gravity?
expect on the moon,
What
because
gravity?
the moon has less mass than the Earth, so obviously it would have less gravity too. So
Why? Why does it mass create gravity?
I don't know, just
Well,
does.
don't you think that? Well, it does. Wait a second. That sounds like a damn reach to me. If there must be some kind of mechanism involved.
But I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, how do you know that that's what's going on then?
And that's the best explanation we have at the moment.
It is.
Yeah.
Your best explanation? Well, I got a really good one. There's a magic council of elves that live in the earth, and they are the ones that decide how things fall. And I have as much proof of that
How
as
about
you
you
do.
provide evidence of that?
I got just as much evidence of it as you do of mass attracting mass.
No, we set up an experiment.
Yeah.
The experiment showed that mass does indeed attract mass. Or appears
What
to
experiment?
Show that at all.
Come on.
Please tell us.
Please.
Cavendish, and it had to do like 150 different experiments to get an average to what it might be. Maybe if it was an actual force, you wouldn't have to go through all that trouble. You know?
Nah.
No.
They set up the Cavendish in a sealed
well, then they must have
room.
some indication as to the mechanics involved with that. Now, you see, this is exactly why Newton did not publish his paper on gravity. And
Well, he didn't like it.
He was dead. It was done after he was dead.
Because he didn't know why.
No, exactly. And he thought it was ridiculous for there to be a force. Yes, he did.
Yes,
he thought it was ridiculous that something
ridiculous.
without any kind of a substantiated force.
Because he needed a why. He didn't know why, so he didn't like it that much.
And it goes against the conservation of energy.
But Einstein came along and suggested
Einstein came along and wrote a mathematical equation with absolutely no proof behind it to make cover story for the mechanics of mass attracting mass. Without a single shred of proof. Once again, my magic council of elves, I have as much proof of the magic council of elves as you do of space-time warping.
Well, actually, after Einstein, we discovered Neptune. So
they found another dot in the sky. Who gives a fuck?
What is that? Einstein's equations to discover Neptune.
Did they really? Can you show how they used Einstein's equations to do such a thing?
Because they used the anomaly in the planet that they had discovered. They noticed that there was like a wobble to it that couldn't be explained using Newton.
You've seen this wobble?
Well,
this is all just fucking fairy tale nonsense that you have no idea. This is just shit you've been told, right?
The orbit. Well, that makes sense to me.
How does it make sense to you if it's just some bullshit that you were told?
Well, why wouldn't it make sense?
You mean you just got done telling me that it's too hard to be able to see something as close as 238,000 miles, such as the lunar landing site, but we can
No,
find
but the
fucking
reflectors.
planets that are hundreds of millions of miles away, no problem.
I
Like
said the
real life.
reflectors.
You've got to be shitting me, Luca. Come
Using
on.
an ordinary telescope, I said you wouldn't be able to see the reflectors
Well,
because
how
the
come
angle size would
I
be
didn't?
too
I'm not
small.
even talking about the reflector itself. Hell, shit. I'll cut you slack on the reflector.
Well,
How about
thankfully, planets are
the lunar
way
landing
bigger
site
than
itself?
reflectors.
How about the lunar landing site itself? That's where the reflector's at, supposedly.
Yeah, we can see that. Sure.
Can
Yeah.
you? Oh, wait,
Get us
how
a
come
picture.
let's see it.
Let me grab a photo of the. Okay, hold on.
I should be able to get my telescope out right now and go outside at the moon in the sky and actually see it.
Yeah.
Well, you can't really see it with a regular telescope.
Well, okay, so there must be a lot of people in their backyards with regular telescopes that are looking at the lunar landing sites and going, "Oh wow, look, there's the tracks from the little dune buggy that they had up there and stuff." And all that, right?
You can definitely. Hold on.
There's no wind on the moon, right? It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
windless environment. Yeah.
No erosion to take place, so all that shit should still be there. 100%.
I'm going to give.
Why would that be?
Luca-
The flag's still waving in the non-wind.
Yeah, we should be able to see
There's
that.
I want to know.
nothing
I
to
want to
stop
know.
it.
I want to know how the flag was wet on the moon.
Yeah, it's wet as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean, what happens to water in a vacuum, guys?
Well, it wouldn't be there.
Gone. Bye bye. Yeah. I'm going to give you a paper to read, Luca. It's called Ask Ethan. It's by Big Think. It's a good paper.
Oh.
I'm gonna share it. I'll put it in the back chat for you. It's all about Newton and Einstein and what they're postulating now. It's completely different from what you've been taught. So,
Hold on.
Einstein was a complete fraud. You realize that, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The man was a complete fraud.
And he liked his cousin too, didn't he? So much he married her and had kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, E equals MC square. Actually, Einstein married his cousins twice.
Nice.
Oh, Luca dropped out.
Brilliant formula. Brilliant formula.
They're probably coming now.
He likes to keep it in the family.
Well, you could trust family,
But I've had to keep it in the family. Yeah. Come on, it's beyond a joke.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's back in the chat. Okay. Hello, Luca. How you doing? Wesley's got a thing for you, Sav, for some reason. I don't know what it is.
It's because
Crushing
because he keeps getting shown he's an ass every time.
Kids. All right. This did a picture of the lunar lander, right? All right. Nice.
Where is it?
Zoom in on
Well,
that.
obviously, it's not
Zoom in
there.
on that? Can you
It's the
zoom in
landing
on that?
site.
Can we zoom in on that and see it? It looks like somebody just drew something on the picture.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that doesn't look like somebody just pasted something on a photo at all. Not at all. Yeah, that looks absolutely real. So I'll have to look and see if I can see that with my telescope tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the
That same
coordinates right
spot, I
there.
didn't see it. I never did see it.
You can see the flag right there. Look, that's the flag. Beautiful, beautiful.
Don't they have a satellite that goes around the moon or
Where'd
behind it?
where'd these pictures come from, Luca?
Wow. Just. Well, let's see.
Sky telescope.
Well, that's a
Essential
sign,
Guide
but
to Astronomy.
it might not be where the initial pictures came from. They might just have used them. Let's see.
How do you like my Russian? My
Is that your
Russian
Soyuz? Yeah.
heavy.
Oh my God, that looks good.
Oh my!
That's the Ukraine flag on the top.
You made a Lego of the flag.
Yes, I have to. It's my Russian dildo, space dildo.
Looks like a needle, man.
Right, well, it's better than the Len.
I can make it longer if you want to.
Yeah.
Easy, Keith. I think Rabbi Shmuley already sells those. Him and his daughter.
Brenda has one in her closet. I mean, his closet. Sorry.
Oh no, he didn't.
I did.
So what are we looking at exactly, Luca?
We're looking at like the different Apollo 12 landed here, I guess. Apollo 14, 17,
what I'm
15,
getting at,
11.
Luca. So this is an article. This article that you got this from, if I was reading correctly, it said how to see all 6 lunar landing sites. Right? It's from an astronomy, like a telescope enthusiast thing. So that would indicate to me that given this article out there and all the telescope enthusiast people that are out there, that there should be literally hundreds of amateur photographs taken from their backyard telescopes and whatnot of these sites on there, and not just here at this one Flickr place that you have. So is there did people read this article and go out and actually do the photographing, or was this just good enough for
them? Well, we have these as well. So
yeah, but where did those come from? Where did those come from? Why aren't there more? Why aren't there more from other people?
Why would that be more?
Because a lot of people would be going, oh, I found the lunar site. I found Apollo 11 site. Here's a photograph of it. Especially a bunch of you globetards. You guys that have all these, aren't you the ones that are always glued to telescopes and shit? How come you don't have any pictures of your own of this thing? How come Red's Rhetoric don't have any photographs of his own of this stuff? How come Tune don't have any photographs of his own of this stuff? Or Craig or any of the rest of these asswipes?
Well, Bob the Not Science Guy built his own observatory, remember, out of PVC pipe and plastic tin. So
it was
that wouldn't be.
Yeah. There's your friend
The picture's
Copernicus.
already online.
There's old Copernicus.
Copernicus.
Hi, Didi, how's it going, man?
Hey everyone.
Hi.
I'll just say,
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
you can't see, the angular size is too small to use as a telescope from your backyard to see the lunar
That's what I
landing
said
sites.
about the retroflector.
I find it really odd that they
You
used.
can zoom in that close on the moon with a telescope at home. Absolutely. Is what we're seeing in these fucking pictures right here? Absolutely.
No, these are from the Lunar Reconnaissance Rover.
Oh, so then the article is
Orbiter,
entitled.
sorry, not rover.
Hold on,
Orbiter.
the article is entitled "How You Can See These Yourself." How to see all 6 Apollo moon landing sites.
From the photos that they took, you can see
Oh,
them yourself.
so you can't actually see them. You have to rely on someone else to give you these photographs.
Oh, I guess I can't actually know that Saab was on holiday somewhere, despite the photos that he gives me. I can see for myself in the photos that you're on holiday. You don't have to physically go
You
on
can
holiday
see it
with
yourself.
someone.
Did you take any pictures of your own at all?
Oh, words hard, Saab. That's not what I said. I said, Saab being on holiday from photos you've taken, I can see for myself that you are on holiday from your photos.
Right.
I don't have to
And
be on holiday with you.
You can also go online and see photos of other people that have been to the same place on holiday as well, too. Right?
You can verify it, yeah.
Yeah.
You can
So,
totally verify it. It's not just one
Saab,
course.
thanks.
Now, if I showed you a picture of me on holiday,
Hey, can you give me a chance to talk, Saab?
Hold on,
Can
listen,
you give me a chance to talk, Saab?
Just,
So, by
I
your
will,
very
just a
logic,
second.
by your wonderful logic,
Okay,
Then
so if I
go
took
look
a
at
picture of me on
go look at the
holiday,
link. Go look at the link I put in
if
the
I
chat.
took a picture of
Go
me
look at
on
the link I put in
holiday,
the chat.
and the picture had a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing me through the jungle, okay? And I said, yes, this is me on holiday. But you could find no one else that had gone on holiday and had a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing them through the jungle. Would that be cause for speculation?
Go look at my link in private chat, so.
That I don't want to look at your link. I want you to answer my question.
No, I'm addressing your previous point before you gish gallop onto all sorts
Oh,
of other
so
stuff.
you had your own photograph.
You said other people will have photos of their holidays
Yes.
in that location. In my link are photos from the Indian orbiter, which is a different agency, different people.
No, it's
Their
not.
photo.
No, it's not a different agency
You
at
can
all.
say it's NASA without proof all you want. Good for you.
Dude, the U.S. runs every fucking thing, especially with the space program. Why do you think we have the authority to go and bomb another country because they didn't do what we said?
Citation.
What are you talking about, citation?
Give me proof. You just saying shit. Give me proof.
I don't need proof. I don't need proof. This is
Give
known,
me evidence,
bro.
Sov. Give me some sort of
This is
evidence
what
that
you
isn't
guys are always
speculation
about.
to
So,
a film you've
as
seen.
I said before,
Give me
so
proof
I'm
that
supposed
NASA runs
to
the Indian
trust.
Space
I'm
Agency.
supposed to trust the space agency
Give me
because
proof
you
that
said
NASA
it
runs
comes
the
from
Indian
fucking
Space
India.
Agency. Give me
You're
proof
telling
that
me I'm
NASA runs the
supposed to
Indian
trust
Space Agency.
a space agency because it comes from India.
So
The
I
same
can't take your
people that
word
are
for
trying
it.
to
Give
rip
me
me off
proof
of
that
car
NASA runs the
warranties
Indian
all the
Space
time, right?
Agency. So if I can't take your word for it by your own admission, give me proof that NASA runs the Indian Space Agency.
Okay. I don't have any proof readily available. Okay. Now, on with the discussion. So I'm supposed to trust another fraudulent space agency merely because you think that they're not
Oh,
connected.
cool. Let's just throw the word fraudulent in there without any evidence. Cool
I
stuff.
will throw
Cool,
in the
great.
word fraudulent because then we're going to get to my next goddamn question. How would you get there in the first place? How do you get through the physical containment necessary for a dynamic fluid pressure system in order to get to the moon in the first place?
We're talking about photos, so I don't want to.
I don't give a shit about photos. You're claiming that
Well,
these
then
people went there. Hold on. You're claiming these people went there. You're claiming these people went there and left artifacts.
No, I'm here to address the specific point you made about photos. That's what I'm here to address.
Okay. You've done it.
You said why can't people see them with telescopes from the ground? I've answered you. That's angular size. You asked for photos and you asked for other photos.
The only ones we can get are from the same people. Hold on. You mean to tell me so the only source of me on vacation with a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing me through the jungle is me? I'm the only source.
What?
A governmental agency is your only source. And because you think that India is its own sovereign
multiple
country,
governmental agencies are my sources.
really, multiple.
Not one.
You actually believe in multiple governmental agencies, that's a real thing.
Oh wow! Are we gonna?
What's the matter? Too much for you to handle?
Yeah, I don't have enough tinfoil in my kitchen.
Where do you think that Donald Trump thought that he had the authority to bomb another sovereign country?
And on to another topic.
They didn't do what he said they should do.
Good stuff.
Wait a second. And you don't think that NASA, part of the United States government, has got control over the other space agencies as well? Are you shitting me? If we didn't, we would bomb them. We wouldn't allow them to have it.
New topic. Wonderful. That's cool. I'm not here to address that. I'm here to address the photos and the telescope.
Okay. Well, show me something from not a space agency that proves that those things are on the moon.
Independent. That's what he's
independent photograph.
Oh, so we can then shift the goalpost about independent, because if I say SpaceX or something like that, then it's going to be, but that's NASA now again. Very convenient.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Convenient, so very convenient.
And that's what I was going at with your stupid fucking Indian space.
Very convenient. So essentially, what you're doing is
in other words, is there such a thing or not?
You're preloading your question. You're preloading your question
to give yourself an out,
no matter what answer I give you.
Is there such a thing or not?
You are preloading.
Is there such a thing or not?
I don't know. I'd have to look at. You are preloading your question.
There's your point.
Can you listen to me, maybe?
No, I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to you at all.
Well, cool.
Yes, very cool.
Nice preloading your question so that you can dismiss any claim that's given to you. It's
Wait a second. wouldn't it stand to reason? Do you think that the only people that can look at the fucking moon are governmental space agencies? Are those the only people that have bigger telescopes?
No, I think Vatican has one that's a binocular telescope. I would love to pull that sucker out and use it. Yeah.
Your limitation would be angular size. If you are claiming telescopes to see the moon landings.
If there's other people that have these telescopes, I'm sure that someone could independently verify these things from a governmental agency. And I don't give a shit if it's an Indian government or a British government or an American government. Government is bullshit. It's nothing but it's an establishment where the few seek to live at the expense of the many. That's it.
So private contractors working with the government wouldn't be evidence either for you, I guess.
What private contractors working with the government?
All governments, NASA and the Indian Space Agency and the ESA use private contractors regularly for any missions that they do.
And they have to go through a vetting process, correct?
Yeah, for the government to trust them.
So are there any independent astronomers out there that have been able to reproduce the photographs we saw in that article?
No, because no one has billions of dollars to send an orbiter around the moon, Sav.
So now you got to have an orbiter.
Yes, because telescopes and angular size cannot give you photos of the moon landing, Sav.
Well, then how in the hell are you getting photographs of fucking Mars
from the orbiter around the moon?
No. They were taking detailed photographs of Mars from Earth, man.
There are no detailed photographs of Mars from Earth. The
photos
of Mars we have.
In fact, I'll tell you what, there are no detailed photographs of Mars that are actually real.
Oh, wow. Move the goalposts. Yay.
I'm glad that you learned that term. You're about to overuse it a little bit, though. Okay. So we're just, you can stop with the moving the goalposts and shit. You're not some kind of fucking debate aficionado or whatever the fuck.
No, I'm not a debate aficionado.
Good. Stop playing like you are.
Neither are you, Sav.
That's right. I don't claim to be. I don't claim to be either, do I?
Could have fooled me, but okay. The main point is that I've addressed your telescope claim and I've addressed the photos that you wanted. And that's exactly the reason I came on.
And
if you don't want to believe it, you don't want to believe it, that's your prerogative. That's cool. But
let me ask you something real quick. Do you trust government?
In what sense do you mean I trust?
In any sense, do you trust government?
I think that's too broad a question to answer.
No, it's not at all. It's real easy. It's a simple yes or no. Do you trust your government?
It's not a simple yes or no.
All right. Do you trust government to be truthful to you?
That's still too broad a question.
No, it's not.
Do I trust the individuals that participate in government to be truthful to me? No.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way, Didi. I think we can both agree we don't trust the South African government.
I think if that's a specific question that we're asking, then sure, I can get aboard that one.
Do you know what the word government comes from?
Oh, no, I don't want to play etymology games.
It's real simple. It comes from two words, governo, which means to control, and mentis, which means mind. So the word government literally means mind control. It only exists in your head. There's groups of individuals it is not to their benefit to tell you the truth. And therefore, they do not tell you the truth. This is why you always find out about shit long after it happened, if you find out about it at all. So when it comes to a government agency like NASA or whatever India calls theirs or Japan calls theirs, I happen to know how this entire construct works.
Oh, you happen to know. Can you give me the evidence for your knowledge?
Illusion.
Can you give me the evidence
for your knowledge? You've been under an illusion of international...
Where's the evidence for your knowledge?
Okay.
Where's the evidence?
Okay, Trump bombs fucking Iran and there's no consequences.
Okay, so a particular person and a particular cabinet in government.
Oh, wait, that ain't one person. That ain't one person.
Particular cabinet in government, so right? There are words being spoken. Maybe if you listen a little bit.
Yeah. So
you referred to a particular person, Trump. So I said a particular person and the cabinet of government.
No, he didn't. Did Donald Trump himself fly B-2 bombers and drop the bombs? No. There was a coordinated chain of command that took place from that. My point being, there was no fucking response from the international community for that illegal action. This is an indication of a one world government. They all tell the same story. They all keep their people subjected to the same bullshit. It's because regardless if you think your president or your prime minister is really in charge, or your king or your queen, they're not. They have a boss. Bosses. That's how it works. We at least since the 40s, we've been under a one world government at the very least. Ever since the inception of the UN, concreted it in even further. So you're just under an illusion of international sovereignty, and this therefore tells you that the space agencies, regardless of what geographical boundary lines they claim to hail from, are all part of the same lying, conniving group of people.
Anyway, we got 3 minutes left of this topic.
We have barely touched it.
Yeah. The next topic is science. So Trinity got 12%, End Times got 20%, Science got 49%, and God exists 18%. So we'll start debating science in the next 2 minutes.
Are we going to use the method? We got to use the method.
Well, the method has to come up. I mean,
well, if we don't talk about the method, what's the point of talking about science?
Well, I think it's important to, if you're going to discuss science, that you keep it within the realm of science. As soon as you start delving off into Narnia land, that's not science anymore. That's fantasy.
Yeah, no pseudoscience, none of the other kind of science, that philosophical kind or that theological kind of horseshit.
Just want to say thank you, LJ, for your $2. He says, Savi speaking, undeniable facts, not for sheep. Thank you very much for the super chat, LJ. Appreciate it. You rock, man. Much blessings. Appreciate everybody's support. While you guys are here, hit the likes, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So, the elves in the cave thing is not scientific?
It's as scientific as your claim is.
Photons and elves, what's the difference?
You need to use the scientific method.
I used as much of the scientific method as you did.
You don't even have a observation of the elves.
Yes, I've seen elves. And I was told that there is a great council of them that live in a cave lined with gold. Mm-hmm. You can't go there and see it yourself, but other people have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
no one said anything about that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got the new poll going up, guys, for the next hour, or the 4th. God exists, the Trinity, gas pressure, or curved or level. See, it's bouncing up and down between all of them.